Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview, Thursday, March 26, 2015. Traders coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Bright blue sunny skies, white sandy beaches, and pretty cool today. Looks like no air conditioning. Wonderful, nice fresh air. Traders, remember this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, great to be with you. If you would let me introduce myself to you, we've got a lot to talk about today. My name is William Gilday. I am your moderator for the market opening preview series every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, I started trading in 2006 and 2008. I retired from a wonderful career out of the Public Safety Department in the great state of Florida. Traders, 9 days later, I came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday to celebrate my 27-year career. Well, traders, it's 2015 and I'm still here. Traders, I do trade the Forex markets every single day. I'm in front of my charts. I'm looking at fundamentals. I'm looking at technicals. I'm looking at chart patterns. I'm looking at probabilities and opportunities to get into profitable trades. And I do that on a daily basis. And I've been doing it since 2006. Traders, let's get the legal stuff out of the way and we'll get to the charts. Forex trading has a large potential of rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risk and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Most of all, traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, that's the legal stuff. Let's get over to the news and commentary. Let's talk about the indices, what happened yesterday. The Dow 30 closed down negative 1.62%. The S&P closed negative 1.46%. And the NASDAQ closed negative 2.37%, with the Russell 2000 at negative 2.34%. Wow, it doesn't look like a good day on the markets in the New York Stock Exchange. The DAX closed negative 1.17% yesterday. And the FTSE 100 closed 0.41%, with the CAC 40 closing 1.32%. And the Euro Stoxx 50 closed at negative 1.27%. Traders, let's come on over to Asia, and these countries are currently trading and are in session at the moment. The Nikkei 225 is negative 1.64%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Sydney, Australia is negative 1.38%, with the Shanghai at negative 0.81%. And the Hang Seng is also negative, just barely, at 0.09%. The Kospi is also trading negative at the moment at 0.61%. Traders, the only data that is high impact that's coming out today is jobless claims, and that's in the New York session. So not a lot of data released today, so it's a technical trading day. So, commentary. Well, it's been a frustrating week for me, traders, and I am not a guru. I don't write books. I'm not on CNBC. They haven't invited me yet. And what I found is that, I think sometimes, we get too entranced into what we're doing, and we try to, we get analysis by paralysis, and the name of the game today is back to basics, support, resistance, and price action. And that's my thought pattern. Is I opened up charts like 3 hours ago and was looking at charts and looking at how we were going to work this out today and how we were going to trade, because yesterday I was really frustrated. I was at my charts for over 10 hours looking at charts and couldn't get entries. There was just no entries. There was no price action. And you'll see that in some of the charts as we move along. Daily charts, there's a lot of daily charts that are in ranges and they're just bouncing back and forth, and they're not popping out of these ranges for a long time. So just a little bit of what's going on in my mind as we move through our charts today. So back to basics. You're going to see the trade plans are pretty simple today. We're not getting really technical. I think I was starting to get really too involved with all these indicators and too much. So we basically went back to basics and support, resistance, price action, and a Fibonacci tool on your chart once in a while doesn't hurt. And that's where I'm coming at as far as commentary today. It's a technical trading day. There is no data except for the New York session. So it's going to be one of those days. But Thursday by my trading journal states that trading on Thursday is a good day and we should see some profits. So let's head over to the 60-minute Forex charts, and as usual, we will start with the euro dollar. Traders, you can see that for a long time, this is an hourly chart. So remember, these are 60-minute charts. So you can see that, price action is bounced up. It's made a higher high. It hasn't taken out that spike yet. Now it's come back down. Now it's sideways. So this is like really, a pair that's like indecision at the moment. I don't want to buy the euro. There's nothing positive coming out of the eurozone. So I really don't want to buy that. I put a trend line, and it's a valid trend line. It's like a 5-touch trend line. And if that breaks that, you want to take that down to that support line, that's a 60 pip trade. So if you get a candlestick close below that trend line, take it down and just, put your stop right above the trend line and just, throw the dart. And we're just going to work on price action, right? Basics. We're going to take it to support. The other option is wait till it goes through support, breaks in at 1.0863. We'll just take it down as far as we can. We're going to get a bounce at the 200 exponential moving average, that green line on your chart at 1.0823. And it's going to break through there, hopefully, and then we'll just continue down. So that's basically the trade plan for today on the euro dollar. But you can see it's been sideways for a long time. But those are a lot of pips. Some of those moves are, over 100 pips. And so we just want to be safe and get in these trades and enter at the right spot and get out at the right spot. All right, let's take a look at the pound dollar. Pound dollar has been a little bit funky lately. It's been hanging out at this 200 exponential moving average probably for about 2 weeks now. Like I said, there are pip movements here, so it has made some pips. So again, we're just looking for a trend line break. These Bollinger Bands, that bottom Bollinger Band needs to open by London, but we're 5.5 hours, almost 5 hours before London opens. So we have plenty of time to get that accomplished. So we want this to break below the trend line and we want to sell it. That's basically where I'm at. I'm really not interested in buying this. As you can see, it's always come above that 200 and always pulls back below it. And I think the dollar and the pound are pretty equal as far as strength goes. I mean, the dollar might be a little bit stronger. And that's probably why we're seeing a lot of sideways action. We've got strong against strong. So we'll see how that works out. We had news data yesterday come out for the euro and the pound, and there was like no price action. We had German IFO. That's usually a big mover. I think it moved like 7 pips, 10 pips. Really didn't do anything. Very slow reaction to data lately. All right, let's head over to the Aussie. The Aussie, this is an interesting situation today as we have no data coming out. So we have a technical trading day for the Aussie, so I want to sell this. The daily chart is bearish, and I'd love to see this just pull back up there to the 50% level. And we can just pull this back down, and we'll get out at the 200 exponential moving average about 5 or 7 pips above that if you're going to put a pending order in, a limit order in. And you're not going to sit in front of your charts. You don't want to wait for it to get to the 200. You want to get out before the 200. But that's a lot of pips, and we're going to get a bounce at that 23.6 fib. We can expect that. But yeah, we like to see this thing pull back a little bit. But it looks like a nice trade. I hope this works out. The Aussie looks like a good trade today. Just want to see a little bit of a pullback, and we'll get in it. All right, let's take a look at the Euro Aussie. Wow, this really surprised me yesterday. This took a big leap to the upside. Our trade plan was to short it. If you remember, we were at resistance yesterday also. And our trade plan was to short it, and this thing just bounced off the 200 and took off. So here we are. We're stuck basically just at a different price level, but we're at resistance again. And I want to sell this. I'm bearish in the Euro Aussie. The daily chart is bearish, and it's in a nasty range. So this is one of these trades where, my bias is to sell it, but I'm going to tell you, if this breaks resistance and gives me a retest of that now support, I'll take this to the upside. And it's taken out, if you look left of the chart, it's taken out the previous high. So, anything can happen with this pair today. Not saying which way it's going to go, and we'll just have to watch it. But my main trade is a break of that trend line, and we'll take it back to the 200 exponential moving average. All right, let's take a look at the Euro Yen. Absolutely no price action in a long time. And this thing is just sideways, sideways, sideways. I'd like to take this and I'd like to sell it. And I tell you, if I got a engulfing bearish candle, I take this right now and just put my stop probably at the top of the Bollinger Band and take this to the downside, and just even if it take it to support, that's a good amount of pips there, and you'll be in profit. We'd like to see it break support, and we'd like to take this further down. Or you can just wait till it gets below the 200 exponential moving average, but that could be like 4 or 5 days away. I don't think that's going to happen right away. That's sure not in today's cards, as you can look at today at the price action that we've seen. So this is an interesting pair. These Bollinger Bands need to open though. Look at these Bollinger Bands are closed up tight. So we just really need to get them to open, and we can enter this to the short side. All right, let's move over to our last currency pair today, and that's a New Zealand dollar. New Zealand dollar moved a nice move yesterday. Actually broke the support level, and now we're just looking for this pullback to the 618. And you know what? Let's sell this. And this is what we call reverse fib. In other words, most people fib from the top to the bottom. I fibbed this from the bottom to the top. The reason was I wanted to see where the 161.8 fib extension was, and that's usually a great place to take profit. Well, it just so happens that the 200 exponential moving average is right above it. So you know what? Just above the 200 exponential moving average, I'll look to get out of the trade. But hopefully New Zealand dollar will work for us today. Sure, it has some nice price action, and hopefully it'll fall. All right, traders, that wraps up our 6 currency pairs, and on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, I want to thank you so much for joining me for the market opening preview every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, have a profitable trading day. Always remember to trade smart and not hard. And traders, will catch you tomorrow before the London Open. Take care and have a good day. Take care, traders. Bye-bye.